All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, seeing if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere, somewhere on our ad, aka they're not simply scrolling on by. And we care about women clicking somewhere in our ad because that means our ad has entered their brain. And we care about that because when our ad enters their brain, that is the only time their chance of buying from us is non-zero. So we got to get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, but under 6% is the most common thing I'm seeing, and it's a massive, massive problem. So even though it's the most common thing I'm seeing, and then that Boudoir photographers have in their Facebook ads backend dashboard, it is not normal. It is the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes. So 3 pre-click mistakes causes BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe, taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. And treatment takes about a week. And nobody else has this treatment. You can only get it here. And because we invented it. In Boudoir Pico, we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, whether it's on or off. We treat the duplicated ad, so we leave the original one alone. Treat it. Takes about a week. At the end of the week, we keep whichever one rolling as the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we now have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. And this is basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So we got our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine, easy enough. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, in my residency, I went out and found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the wild. And first one I tested, the unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we know that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. So I duplicated that, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So way better. So instead of like 4 out of 100 women clicking somewhere in the ad, we got it up to approximately 7 out of 100 women. So we actually found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of its ad spend. So instead of spending 10 grand a month on their Boudoir Facebook ads, $3,700 a month every single month was being wasted. So what we can do is we can eliminate that waste by using the Boudoir Pico treated ad and spend the difference instead and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So Boudoir Pico at, what would this be, $6,300 a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So that's where the massive gains come from. Now, the second part of my residency, found another one in the wild, Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it back to the hospital. Unique CTRL 1.39%. Okay, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So that's insanely good. We found out the original was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, literally $8,400 a month being wasted, thrown out the window. So what we can do now, this Boudoir Pico treated ad, is eliminate that wasted ad spend, only spend the difference, $1,600 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and we'll get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month spend. So massive gains there, and we pocket that 8,400 buck, or the business owner pockets that as kind of like an invisible phantom bonus, phantom profit, because it's not being wasted. It's literally, something like 100 grand in kind of bonus profit in the next 12 months. Now, I finally had a patient, saw his unique CTR of his Facebook ad is 5.03%. So again, I knew the BLCS was present. So I went in, Trio Boudoir Pico, well, duplicated Trio Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got his unique CTR up to 15.35%. So I found out he was wasting 67%, or at least the original Boudoir Facebook ad wasting 67% of ad spend. So the original Boudoir Facebook ad had 10 grand a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the Boudoir Pico treated ad, spending only 3,300 bucks a month. So that whole difference, we're pocketing that difference as a bonus profit, or the business owner is, the boudoir photographer is, 6,700 bucks a month in bonus profit by simply not spending that money. I would say, 80 grand bonus in the next 12 months. So insanely good without even needed to service any clients. So from these numbers, from what I've seen, the average boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%, so it's wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. So now we're gonna look at this. See if we believe this one has BLCS. So, looking at the creative. Yeah, I'll say this one's okay. It's right on the line, right on the edge. But I'll say this one's okay. Now we're gonna look at the see more headline here. Want to learn more about Boudoir? Take the Boudoir quiz to learn more. Now, yeah, lack of context, but this kind of a intro feeler, kind of top of funnel about Boudoir. So I'm gonna say this one has a unique CTRL above 6%. So my diagnosis is this does not have BLCS. This does not have Boudoir low click syndrome. That's my diagnosis. Because they're doing good, they don't have anything below the creative. So I believe this one will actually be above our threshold here. All right, so if you are a BLCA with BLCS, so if you are a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you believe, or you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you look at it in the marketplace, you see it's getting more and more saturated for boudoir photographers. Like every time someone gets a new iPhone, there's at least someone opening a new Google Maps profile saying they now shoot boudoir, or someone gets a new camera and they're now, saying in the mom groups that they now after boudoir shoots. So you see, it's getting more and more boudoir photographers fighting over the same number of potential buyers. So getting more competitive, harder to stand out. And you also see, inflation on, real life, cost of living going up, just kind of everywhere. And you've already been optimizing other parts of your boudoir photography business to get more profit out for, either equal or less effort or input in. And you've decided now you want to extract that same optimization through your current boudoir Facebook ads. And you want to, kind of plug the leaks, so to speak, and keep that more money in your pocket instead of the Zuckinator's pocket. And you've seen what Boudoir Pico has done for other Boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to have it, that treatment for your own, because you see, it could save you approximately 5K a month in eliminate that wasted ad spend, keep it in your pocket, and actually not need to burn it. And and you see that'll be approximately 60K back in your pocket over the next 12 months, over the next year, and you actually want to keep, you know, you actually want that outcome of the Boudoir Pico treatment, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment with your Boudoir Facebook ads to become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, to achieve Boudoir brain entry boost with your Boudoir Facebook ads because you know that this is required on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open for new boudoir photographer or new patient intake slots at my hospital. Currently, new patient intake slots are closed. So if you do want this Boudoir Pico treatment, shoot me a DM once my new patient slots open up again, and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.